Hey guys, it's Jackson Shami here. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how I plan to open up my own martial arts gym in 2025. So if you don't know who I am, I'm on a mission to revolutionize client acquisition systems for martial arts gyms and coaches by providing the up-to-date client acquisition systems and training. So the first question is, why do I plan on opening up a gym? Well, that's pretty simple. To be totally honest with you, it's to help me develop my product in the marketing game and practice other marketing strategies that I could not do unless I have my own gym. Mission might be a little different than I am, but I'm planning to partner up with a professional teacher who knows how to teach the stand-up game, including boxing and wrestling, where my position will be the marketing aspect and actually bringing people into the gym. So today I wanted to talk about 6 key factors that I've been researching about how to pick the perfect location for your gym. So the first one would be median household income. Now for me, I'm personally planning to open up a gym in a median household income of over $100,000. Now this isn't to say that people who earn under $100,000 don't deserve martial arts, but one of the key things is the gym pricing is pretty costly, right? And not everyone can afford that $200 a month membership. So in order for me to sign a 5-year lease, I have to make sure that families and adults can afford my services. This is why typically you don't want to be in a location that has under $100,000 for the median household income. You want that to be over. Put simply, if people can't afford your product, they won't be signing up no matter how good your product is and how good your marketing is. So you want to avoid the price objection right from the get-go by not being in the area that can't afford your prices. Pretty simple, right? Now you should be able to find this data quite simply by researching on Google and simply typing up median household income. Now the second tip is to work out the percentage of households that actually contain children. Now the reason you want to do this is if your classes are going to be based on children, which they should be if you're running a gym, you don't want to open up in an area that doesn't have children nearby. So you want to aim for the median household to at least be 40 to 50%. And that way you can guarantee you that there's enough children in that area to bring in and actually bring you money into your gym. Put simply, you don't want to be opening up where there's no product to be sold. You want the majority of people to have kids because kids is personally going to be 50% of who we're targeting and 50% will be adults. So kids are the money makers and they will bring great revenue to your gym. The third thing you want to look at is how many primary schools are in the area. Not only is this a partnering opportunity to partner with primary schools, but the main reason for this is you want to ensure that there are enough primary schools. That way there are enough kids in your area. Put simply, you don't want to be opening up your gym, especially if you offer kids classes in an area with no kids or low kids. A low percentage of kids, I should say. And partnering with primary schools will be one of my prime marketing strategies, and offering after school cares and similar programs like that will ensure my gym will be successful and, most importantly, be able to help tons of kids. And that at the end of the day is the main reason why you'd want to be doing this. If you're not passionate about your product, then your product will fail no matter the marketing or how much money you throw at it. By the way, the product is the martial arts training that you're providing, if that wasn't made clear. The fourth reason is how many homes versus apartments are in that area. And the key reason why you want to look at this is because many people who buy apartments are currently renting. And you don't want people who are frequently moving around because then they won't be able to sign up to your gym, especially if you have 6 months to a year contracts that you offer, because that would be one of the main objections that you would face is people are renting in the area and they might not stay in that area as they are moving around often. So you always want to make sure that there are adequate homes and that majority of people who are in that area not only own their house, but live in a home, which is the most important thing. And the home just means house. You don't want people who are most density in an apartment as they typically move around. The fifth thing that you want to look for is you want to make sure that your location has a population of 50,000 people or more. Put simply, if there isn't over 50,000 people, I would not be opening in that area, quite simply because there wouldn't be enough people to market your product to. Ideally, you'd be looking for that 100,000 mark of people, and that's just to ensure that there is enough population to market your gym to. Now, it's very important, especially if you are advertising, that there are enough people in your area. Otherwise, it doesn't only make advertising hard, but it makes running your whole business entirely hard. And it just becomes an unwinnable battle because there literally wouldn't be enough people to market your product to. So the sixth most important thing is you should look for places to sublease from. So if you offer jiu-jitsu, you might want to partner up with a school who just does stand-up striking, like a karate school. That way you can sublease land off them, and it would cost you a fraction of the price than if you were to open up your own gym. Not only do they have the equipment already there, including mats and bags, but the cost factor in setting up would save you thousands of dollars in the long term, especially with rent. And this is quite important if you're starting out new and you don't have any students to break even. One of the most low-cost strategies would be leasing. In a couple ways, it doesn't just have to be karate gyms. It could be a gymnastic gym. It could be schools. It could be halls in the school. It can be any place that you find where times where they work do not align with your work. So most karate gyms that open up for kids usually only open from 4 to 6. So that way you can have your classes from 6 to 8 and it would never interfere with their business. And then you would just pay them a fraction of the rent that you would have to pay someone else to open up a full location. And this works really well if you're starting out with 5 to 10 students, because it not only helps you save money, but it helps you build your reputation and build your clientele until you're able to move into that prime location. So the way I'm personally looking to do this is I'm going to make cold calls to local businesses to see if they'd be interested in even the offer. And how you can do this too is searching up gyms near you on Google and scrolling through on Facebook, and literally just pick up your phone and start dialing and ask them if they'd be willing to sublease a piece of their land to you. And most of the time, this won't be a hard ask because of the fact that they're not using the property anyway, and you'll be helping pay rent to them. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Obviously, that does help if you don't have a large budget to start up with. If you do have a big budget, then it might just make more sense to straight away get your location and then start advertising. So I know we said 6 points, but I actually just thought of 2 more bonus points, which I'm going to give you guys for free. And the number 7 thing that you want to look at with your location is how many competitors are in the area. Now, once again, you can find all this information just by a Google search, so it shouldn't take you much time to do this. For example, I'm personally looking to open up in the Castle Hill area, but while doing my research, I found that there's approximately 7 gyms, martial arts gyms, who are in a 5-minute walk from each other, which would make running a gym very difficult, especially if you don't have that marketing knowledge or prior knowledge to how to market your gym. For me personally, this isn't a deal breaker. It is a red flag, but I do know that I have the knowledge to bring members in and to keep them stay. And I do know my partner is very good at training. He's had experience with teaching kids and teaching adults as well. So the competitors isn't the biggest issue for me personally, but for you who's just starting up a gym and may not know how to market your gym, that's something that might be a red flag, and you definitely want to keep a lookout on them. In another video, I'll teach you how to do competitor research and how to research your competitors to find out what they're doing. And point number 8 is you want to ensure that there is adequate transport to your gym, meaning there's buses that run near, there's trains that run near, there's trams that run near if you have that in your area. Now, this is very important because not everyone has a car, not everyone can walk to your gym. So if there's adequate transport, this makes getting to your gym 1,000 times easier, and also makes it 1,000 times scalable, because you don't want this to be an objection of why someone cannot go to your gym. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. I'll be doing more in-depth videos and a part 2 to this series as well later on. If you guys have any comments, drop them down below. I always read my comment section, so I might even answer your question. And if you found this interesting, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be updating you on how everything goes. I'm planning to post every Tuesday and Thursday from now on. So, stay subscribed if you like all things martial arts.